So I recently bought a set of Caran Neocolors and I thought I would swatch them out with you today in my little swatch book. I'm starting off with the white, and these are kind of like wax crayons, but they're water soluble. So I'm going to paint over. You won't see the white, of course, because, you know, it's white on a white background. But they do go on nice and easily with a bit of water. They kind of like dissolve down. The next colour is beige. I ended up actually buying a few other colours, only two, but I'll go into those later. This beige is kind of like it's more like a grey than a beige. You could compare it to like a grey titanium. So it's got that kind of opaqueness. It's a nice colour if you're going to do like urban-y stuff outside, I think. And as you can see, it does again brush down nicely. Next up, I'm using the black Neocolor, and when this is like when I add water to this, it kind of granulates a little bit. I don't know if you'll be able to see it when I zoom in a little to show you, but it has a kind of like, when it dries especially, it has like a granulating effect, in my opinion. But you know, I've never really used these before, so I haven't practiced them proper. This is just the standard brown, and I'm trying to create it so that there's like a you know, it goes from like dark to light. I can't think of what the word is, but it doesn't work out very well. And then the next one is ochre, which is kind of like yellow ochre. So I'm going to run through the colours that I've got here. This is a box of, I think it was a box of 12. And then I bought a couple more, just to like, you know, increase my range. This is just the standard yellow. You can see the ochre looks a lot like yellow ochre watercolours, and then the yellow is more of a lemon yellow. It's quite cool toned. And then the orange is orange. It's a little bit warmer. It's kind of like a tangerine orange colour. I don't find these very, very exciting. I actually bought them because I saw somebody else do a demo with them, and I was like, oh, that could be fun to have, like, to take out and about. But I haven't used them for that. I've used them for adding colour to big abstract pieces. This is vermilion, so it's a warmer toned red. And I'm actually going to show you towards the end blending these different colours. So there are a couple of yellows and there are a couple of reds, and I'll show you blending those so you can see the variation that I was able to get. This one is scarlet, so it's more of a cool toned red. And yeah, I probably should have put some music over the background or something, but I didn't. So you got me waffling with my slightly croaky voice because I'm still ill. Which is actually why I haven't uploaded for the entire month of April, because I got ill. I got the dreaded COVID finally, after 3 years of hating it. Yay me. This one is purple. I actually find the colours quite flat. Maybe that's why I don't use them so much. Yeah, the purples are kind of like a bluey purple. Yeah. I'm running out of stuff to say. I've done lots of swatching in this little sketchbook, and I have recorded the videos, so I'll be sharing them with you, and hopefully they'll be slightly more entertaining than this. This is violet, so it's more blue toned. Sorry, the purple is more red toned, the violet's more blue toned, as you can see. And actually when it dried, I managed to get that nice gradient effect that you can already see there, and it's actually dried really nicely. Ultramarine is just your standard blue, not terribly exciting. And then I'm trying to think, oh, actually the beige at the top, so the second in from the left, that I actually purchased. It didn't come with the set. And then the one I'm doing at the moment is cobalt blue, and the next one is turquoise blue, and they're actually quite similar, and they both came with the set. Yeah, I wasn't impressed that they both came. So this next one you see me doing is the turquoise green. That one actually came, I purchased that one separately with the beige, because I'm a sucker for turquoise. You may or may not know that yet, because you may or may not have seen other videos that I've uploaded yet, but I'm a bit of a sucker for turquoise green. And it's a really pretty colour. Then there's a yellow green. So this is the penultimate colour. As you can see, it's quite yellow green. It's a bit like a spring green, grass green maybe. And then emerald green is the last one, which is kind of like just your standard dark green. So these are the main colours. So that's 15, 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. So it's a pack of 12 that it came with, and then I bought the beige separately with the turquoise green. Now I'm putting down the two yellows. So on the bottom is like the lemony yellow and the top is the ochre, and I'm mixing them with ultramarine so that you can see the variations. So yeah, ochre, this one is ochre and ultramarine blue, and it's a kind of like, I quite like that kind of green. And then the yellow and the ultramarine blue is a little bit brighter. It's not quite as desaturated as the first one. Then next up we've got again the yellow ochre on the top and the yellow, like lemony yellow on the bottom, but I'm using the turquoise blue instead this time to mix two different greens. And again you can see that one's quite desaturated. And then the yellow and turquoise blue is a lot brighter. So again, you know, it's the same with any colour mixing. You get out what you get in. No, you get out what you put in. And I think the yellow ochre is a much duller colour for yellow. Then the same thing here, we have the yellow ochre with the scarlet, and then on the bottom we just have the yellow with the scarlet. And you again can see the variation. When they're dry, there's quite a strong difference between them. Although I guess you can actually see it there when they're wet. We then have the ultramarine blue, but we've got scarlet on the top and a purple on the bottom, just to see how that turned out, for a bit of blending fun. So you can lay them down as I've done on the paper, or you can actually like grate them in a way on a board. Oh, this one first of all is turquoise blue on the top with scarlet and on the bottom with purple. But you can like grate the crayon and then mix them on a palette before you actually put them to paper if you wanted to. There are different ways to do it. And then those top three boxes, I'm actually going to put down scarlet on each of those three squares, as you'll see in a moment. But first I'm going to put the greens down. I just gave it away, didn't it? So you've got your yellow green, then turquoise green, and then we have emerald green. And I'm going to lay the red over the top to see what kind of colours that we get from that. So here's me speeding through the process of adding the colour. And this one came out kind of like a muddy brown when it dried. The turquoise green, sorry, with the scarlet was kind of more blue than anything. And the emerald green with the scarlet reminded me a little bit of Hooker's green actually for some reason. So there you have it. Here is a quick look at how they dried. I hope you enjoyed that. I've got loads more swatching videos coming your way if this is something you enjoy. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.